Hi everybody, welcome back to YouTube channel BTCTV and ICO Expert, and we continue to do videos and interviews about what is going on in the crypto account community. And right now I am presenting you another interesting interview with another interesting project on the market, and the name of the project is Opiria and PDATA. And right now in front of me is Dr. Christian Lang, if I pronounce it correctly. How are you doing, Christian? Nice to meet you.
Very well. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to this.
Okay, let's start this interview. So can you please a little bit make explanation regarding what is actually your project is all about, and why you decided to start it, and why you are using blockchain technology for that?
Okay, let me slice your questions a little bit. Let me start with why we're doing what we're doing. So the reason is that companies globally need consumer data and consumer feedback to better understand their needs and requirements, so that companies can actually build products and services that fulfill the needs and requirements of consumers globally. And in order to understand those needs and requirements, the companies need the data and the feedback from their consumers, from their target customers, so that they can actually build better products and services. So this is the initial need which is out there. And what is already happening today is that so-called data brokers, which are companies that collect data from consumers, and they sell it to companies globally. And those data brokers are making an annual revenue of, I hope you're sitting, $250 billion every year with consumer data. And they're making huge profits, and consumers are not getting anything. One of these big companies is, for example, Facebook. You might have heard of the Facebook data breach that just happened. So this is just a fraction of what is actually going on. And our idea is that we cut out those middlemen, and we bring together the companies that have the need for data and the consumers that have the data. We bring them together directly so that consumers can sell their data to companies, and companies can actually pay the consumers for their data. So that means we enable people globally to make money off their data that they produce every day anyway. And we allow companies to get better data directly from consumers. So that is actually what we're doing, and what we're building is Opiria, which is a global marketplace for buying and selling of personal data. So this is what we're actually doing. And the need is,
Yes, go ahead, because I'm still in shock about how big is the market, which you say is like really a tremendous big market.
Yeah, and so you might have heard of the quote that personal data is the oil of the 21st century. So this is a quote that you can Google it. You find pages and pages of Google results about that. And actually the value of data is increasing by 13 or 14% every year. So this is clearly showing the direction of the personal data market. And yeah, this is actually the market that we are working in. And our Opiria platform already today, so it's already a working product that allows companies and consumers to interact with each other. And the reason for moving Opiria to the blockchain is actually that we have to perfectly take care of consumers' data privacy. So the worst thing that is happening right now with all these data brokers is that they are strongly violating consumers' data privacy. That means the data is stolen from consumers, and they don't give any consent, they're not getting compensated, their anonymity is like broken, and the data is just sold worldwide. And in order to prevent all that, we are utilizing the blockchain technology in a very specific way, which allows us to hand back control to the consumer over their personal data. That means they are in full control of their personal data. They can decide what data they share, with whom they share it, they're getting compensated for it, and due to blockchain, also their data privacy and their anonymity is completely protected. And so we presented that concept to the European Parliament that just issued a very strong data privacy regulation, the so-called GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got approved that we are fulfilling their requirements, and now we are even officially supported by the European Parliament with our solution that we have.
Wow, amazing. I want to a little bit to have a couple questions to clarify about your project. Mm-hmm. You mentioned that you have existing product, and you also are right now at your website, and I see that Opiria platform was released in December 2016, mm-hmm. and is used by many companies, big one like Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, BMW, Intel. Can you clarify that? What it is about, because this is really amazing if you have already existing product which is used by so many big companies.
Yeah, so I'm even officially allowed to explain mm-hmm. for one of the companies that you just mentioned, Mercedes-Benz, how they're actually using our platform to better understand needs and requirements of their customers. So the last project they were using Opiria for, and we also have that case study on our website, so everybody can go there and download that mm-hmm. study. It's officially, we can officially use and share it. So what Mercedes did was really interesting, and that clearly shows that how, you know, the pressure which is on the market for these companies to continuously innovate and bring new attractive solutions to the market to hold their customers or to even grow their customer base. What happened is that a company like Tesla, they just released lots of smart features, and they came up with a solution that allows their users to remotely control their car with a smartphone app, which was revolutionary in the automotive industry. And so Mercedes-Benz had to be a quick follower and also come up with a solution. So they designed an app that they called Mercedes Me, and that app allows their customers to also remotely control certain features of the car. And they needed to understand how their customers are using that app, when are they using it, where are they using it, what features are they using, what features are missing. So they were using Opiria to track the behavior of their customers, to understand exactly those questions. And after a 4-week study where each, and that's an interesting number, each of the participants was compensated with $100, just to give you an idea how much your data is actually worth. So they were able to understand how their customers are using the app, what is good, what is bad, and what needs to be changed so that they can be like better positioned and more competitive than the current solution from Tesla. And so they came up with interesting new functions like interfacing it with a navigation system, so you can already enter your navigation destination, send it to the car, you go to your car, you open it, bam, and it takes you directly where you want to go. Or get the location from your car and have your Mercedes-Benz Me app navigate you to your car. These were all ideas and feedbacks that were given by existing customers, and Mercedes-Benz was heavily able to improve their current solution. And this is showing how companies globally are using our current solution to understand better what their customers are doing and what their needs are, and then design better products and services based on objective results.
Wow. Amazing, you know, because I have been on the market, and I know there are couple companies which try to do the similar, like they try to create ICO behind the idea that they want to sell private data of people to another companies. But here what I see is that, first of all, you do have existing live product. Secondly, that product is used by big companies already.
Yes.
And thirdly, your company is already like supported by Parliament in Europe, which is huge. I mean, like when another companies are simply like promising something, you already have results. This is amazing. You know, it's like from my perspective, is great. Now, can you a little bit tell us about your team? Because idea, I got it. You got perfect product. You got a perfect idea. Tell us about your team behind this one, because without team you cannot make any big success.
That is actually true. Yeah. So what I'm really proud of is our tech team, because what you just mentioned is actually a very important point. So I myself I founded my first company in 2005. I exited that company in 2015, and I was building with that company a software product for the automotive industry that allowed them to measure driver behavior. And in the end, that product was and still is used by the whole automotive industry worldwide. All the suppliers, all the big research institutes and universities. And what I learned from those 10 years is that from having an idea, having a prototype, until you have a working product on the market that can be used 24/7 worldwide, with a functioning support, with a functioning training, with documentation, with all your needs, that is 95% of the challenge. So 5% of the challenge is a prototype, and then the next 95% is turning a prototype into a product. And this is where most of the companies actually fail. And I'm very proud to have a team that is actually capable of building a serial software product that can be used 24/7 worldwide. And so we have a really good software architect. We have really good app developers. We have really good math guys that know how to crunch all the numbers. Then you need to have lots of knowledge about databases and so on, and backend and front-end technology. And now we also just onboarded 2 guys that have the relevant blockchain knowledge, so that we can bring all those bits and pieces together and then move Opiria to the next level. And I'm very proud about our CTO, since she worked at Siemens before as a product manager, and in her last position was responsible for an international software development department with a big global software product. So there we have all the relevant knowledge to actually build and further develop our software platform, which I think is extremely necessary. And what I also think is extremely important is are our sales partners, because they are like the front end to the customer, and they're helping us in selling the Opiria platform licenses to companies globally. And we already have sales partners in the United States, in UK, in China, Korea, Singapore, and Malaysia. And we are just expanding that sales partner network, and they are really doing an extremely good job, and they're extremely important because they're actually selling the product, they're doing the training, they're doing the local support, and I'm very happy to have already that team in place that is already executing the whole strategy and moving everything forward.
What I see also is like very professional people behind this company. Some advisors I do know personally, so very good team. And you said about success. I want to speak now about token metrics, because as far as I see that you already got it over $15 million investment during ICO stage. So tell us about what is it, soft cap, hard cap, and when will be the end of your ICO?
So the soft cap was $3 million US. The hard cap is $30 million US. We are on especially considering the tough market conditions in the last few months, I think we're on a pretty good path actually.
Yes, I agree with you completely, especially the last couple days. Yeah, but you did, but you did amazing. You know, it means that people trust in you and your idea. So yes, you reach it almost very close to the hard cap. So yeah, and when will be the end of ICO?
So the end of the crowd sale is at the end of September, and the token gets listed on exchanges at the end of October.
Oh, wow, very fast. And what I see right now also, guys, I want to show you that right now there is a limited offer that you can get 10% bonus and your Ethereum will be valued at price $350, correct?
That's correct.
Well, it's very actually attractive offer. So yes, this is very good one. And especially if you think about that tokens will be listed on October, I think it is definitely, I need to pay close attention to this. Now, tell us a little bit about community as well, because okay, we got perfect idea, we got product, we have a team, nice token metrics, investments, and about community. How many right now people are supporting you?
So we have we really grew a pretty strong community over the last few months. We have around 20,000 people in our Telegram community. We have even more on Facebook. I think it's 25,000, 5,000 on Twitter, 2,000 on YouTube.
Nice.
That's pretty good. And so you mentioned also like influencers. So we are building a global influencer network with really powerful influencers in Asia and in Europe, and they're actually now starting to support us heavily. I'm really happy that one of the influencers that we're working with, he's now also launching an own Kakao Talk channel for us in Asia, just tailored towards us, managed by him. And so he's onboarding like hundreds of people on a daily basis. And so that's something we're really proud of. And we actually try to push that community engagement through influencers even stronger in the future, since that is something that's actually really interesting for like the whole ecosystem.
Well, what I see is really amazing in every perspective, what I see about your project, because as I said, idea is perfect one, implementation is perfect one, because there is existing product, good team, and already reached big number of investment during your ICO, and that is why ICO expert gave rating 4.7, pretty high for your project, and we are very proud for such rating. And before we'll finish, I want to ask, is it possible that we will make a small challenge with our subscribers, that they will ask interesting question about your project and you will select top winner and we will award $1,000 in your tokens?
Yes, of course. Sure.
Excellent. Excellent. So let's start this challenge, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave below this video your questions. And in a couple of days, CEO of this ICO will select the winner, and the winner will get $1,000 in tokens of Opiria. And meanwhile, thanks a lot for your time, for your interview. It was a pleasure to speak with you and to have you here. I know you are very busy right now, and I'm wishing you that you can close very soon hard cap as well.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure to do the interview with you. Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day to you. Bye.
Likewise. Thanks.